Hello, everybody. This is another episode of Real Talk with Jason Quill. Today, I'll be reviewing Krampus. Krampus is about this family during the Christmas holidays, and they're trying to get through it. As the movie starts off, the family is visiting, and before the other half of the family comes, you can kind of already tell that there's some tension going on. It hasn't been a nice Christmas with this family in quite some time. So one of the leading child characters, he writes a letter to Santa Claus wishing that his family could be, like it used to be. So once the other half of the family comes, chaos ensues. There's some tension between the kids and the younger boy. He gets upset, goes upstairs. He has a conversation with his father, and then at the end of the conversation, after the father leaves the room, the boy realizes that all hope is lost. He rips up the letter and he throws the letter out the window. Shortly after, the block they're living on experiences a really massive blackout, which they really didn't explain how it happened, but we've all been through winter storms where blackouts happen. So the neighborhood went through a blackout, and then that's when strange, insidious, nefarious stuff starts to happen. The daughter stupidly goes and tries to visit the boyfriend, and she's the first one to encounter Krampus or the minions of Krampus, and she's missing. So the father notices that she's been gone for a long time. He and his I think his brother-in-law goes out to try to find her. They encounter, the Krampus, comes back, warns the family, and they have this offstandish with Krampus and his little minions. But I won't spoil the rest for you. You just have to go see it. The positive thing about Krampus is, the one that I like, is that you have Krampus, but you have his elves. Now, in the mythology of Krampus, you really don't hear him having elves, but I like the fact that they added elves just to make him seem more of a villain, as opposed to just having him, the main villain. That's one thing I liked. But there was this flashback sequence which was animated, which I love that part because it was in the same style of Coraline. If you haven't seen Coraline, I really really highly suggest you go see that. Rent it, stream it, whatever. It's a really good movie. So there's a flashback sequence of the grandmother telling her story of Krampus and what she went through as a child. So at the end of the film, Krampus finally comes after he's taken the majority of the kids, and it's just, I don't want to spoil it, but there are some good things that I liked, and those are the good things. The negative things that I noticed in the movie is that for them being in the neighborhood that they are, you don't really see any other neighbors. You don't see other people. They mention neighbors, but you don't really see the neighbors. So that was kind of like, where are these neighbors? And then another thing was just like, as a horror movie, it does have its moments, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. I really recommend it, and just go see it. And this is Jason Quill and Real Talk.